performance by all of them. Start with Nick Martinez. Came in a situation where we needed to keep the score right where it was at. He gave us some innings, 3 1/3. Only gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Got the ball on the ground. Obviously, the 1 line drive, spectacular play. I don't know how he caught it, but I'm glad he did. And then Keone, I thought, was a lot fresher. Explosive fastball. Got the outs that he needed. And then the left-hander, Claudio continues to impress every time he goes out. Leadoff error, was able to settle down and only give up the 1. And then Diekman felt like he threw the ball well, got behind, got a little sideways there with the base runners, but proud of Shep coming in, bases loaded, 2 outs, facing future Hall of Famer, and kept his composure and made some great pitches. And then you saw what Sam did after the ground ball base hit. He was able to get the double play, nice play by himself, and then the strikeout to get the last out. He looks a lot fresher. The sinker is back. The changeup's in play. It has a feel for the breaking ball. So on a night that Griffin really, it was a challenge for him from the very beginning, and then for them to step up and do what they did today is I think a testament to their resilience to really show up big for us.
What does Nomar do for your lineup now that it appears he's making the necessary adjustments that he needs to be effective?
Yeah, it's what we talk about, and we've talked about all year long, and the ability to stretch our lineup out, and we've really gotten some tremendous performance and production out of the bottom third of the lineup this year, and he's has been one of those guys now here lately. Has kind of solidified the bottom end there with Mitch and Elvis. Pitcher just can't take a break. He's up and down the lineup. There are hitters that look, they can hit you, they can hurt you with a long ball, but they can single you and double you to death, and they can take a walk when they need to. So really, it's impressive for a young guy that came on the scene really solid early, had his challenges in the middle of the season, and has here lately has really come on for us.
On Sheppers in particular, to create the situation for him to come into an inning, 1-run game against that guy, you wanted to see him pitch with runners on base. That's something you needed to see, correct?
Well, I don't know that we really wanted to create it that way, Evan. I wouldn't say that we created it. It happened. I'm not going to let Trout beat us in that situation. But again, for Shep to be able to come into that game in that situation with the limited number of appearances this year in the middle of a pennant race, and it's pretty impressive. The last time out was a little bit of a challenge for him, and for him to keep his composure and make great pitches for us tonight, it's a solid performance.
For AJ to lose the strike zone like that is very uncharacteristic for him. And that's his reputation as a premium strike thrower. That just one of those weird things, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and look at the video and see just what happened. From my perspective, just lost the feel of the strike zone, lost the feel of pitch, the breaking ball he couldn't land for strikes. So, and then it just he didn't look like he was going to give in, and look, after he hit Trout, we had to. It did not look good from early on. That's why we had Nick up early, and then after the walk, nothing seemed to be close. So it felt like it was time to make a change.
Speaking of which, you had Sheppers up in the 6th with Pujols at the plate and your left hand on the mound. What led you to stay with Claudio?
Yeah, we had. I had Shep up in that situation. Look, if it had been a one-out situation, it probably brought Shep in once it got to the 2 outs. Felt like that Claudio with the mix. He's been so good in those situations for us. It's a different look. It's a challenging look. He has multiple pitches that he can throw. He tends to keep the ball on the ground. So just felt like that was a good matchup for us in the 6th, so that we could save Shep later on. Bush was not available to us tonight, so we needed to hold on to Shep just for that reason, so that just in case we needed him later.
I know you don't like talking magic numbers, but it's down to 2. I mean, it's within.
Thanks for letting me know.
Clearly within grasp. How do you guys approach here the next few days? Just
the same way. The same way we approach every single day. It's look, we've got a ball game we need to play tomorrow. We face a guy that we haven't had a whole lot of success against. We need to find a way to put some runs on the board. We need for Derek Holland to go out and pitch a good game, manage the game well for us, give us an opportunity to win a baseball game, and then we'll take whatever comes after the game. But the reality is that it's stay focused. Talked about this last year at one point. There's no exhale moments in this league. This is the best league on the planet. You got to stay focused. You got to stay ready. It's about finishing, and we need to find a way to concentrate and finish.
2 quick questions. One, were you at all surprised about the warning? And the second part of that was, what went on around the third base railing?
I think that my third base coach got asked out to lunch. And so they were trying to make plans. They interrupted the game, so I went over there to make sure that we kept the game going. As far as the warnings are concerned, no, I wasn't surprised. It's this time of year, things happen, and the umpires want to maintain some sense of control of the game and keep everybody engaged.
It seemed like a lot of that started with when Kayla went up on Simmons. What was your interpretation or view of that pitch?
Well, Keone likes to throw the ball high. Look, probably got a little too close to Simmons. Obviously, we have a whole lot to lose in those type of situations. I don't think that there was any intent there. Fastball tends to get away from him at times. We've seen that. Look, it's. I'm sure that nobody wants to see a 97 mile-an-hour fastball up around their chin. So I'm sure that he's entitled to take offense to that. But the warnings were issued, and we played on.
Thank you.